So let's take a look at the history of this app. I describe it as three versions. It's really three complete versions. This is the first complete version, but previous iterations of this I made as just tiling, just an individual standalone app where I tiled the squares. That was an app of its own, but it wasn't a finished game. So this was the first version, and the reason why you see so few tiles is I had performance issues in this version. And so what I did to get back some performance is just to reduce the number of tiles that you see on the screen. And then it got to a point where I couldn't do too much with this app because of those performance considerations, right? And it's not that a big idea is it's not that Power Apps couldn't do it. It's more I didn't have the experience as a game maker to know, what do game makers do to have performant apps, right? Then it came to this other version, and I want to shout out to Sancho Harker, who's on the call right now, who got me an idea. So all these tiles, he gave me an idea on how to illustrate this character attacking. You look at this animated character and you might think, oh, that's a GIF file, right? If it were a GIF file, that would save me so much performance. It would make everything just so much easier. But for a video game, the reason why I can't use a GIF is I need to interrupt somebody. I need to interrupt a character. I need to stop them from attacking, or I need to stop them from walking when they get attacked. If they're hit, they shouldn't be able to complete their attack. And so what I have to do is I show multiple pictures here, one being shown after another. And when a character gets interrupted, you stop that illustration, you change them to be to show the hit animation, or you show that they go back to walk, just standing in place. So I have a picture for every one of those frames in the animation. And Sancho's idea on getting more performance back, I'll go into greater detail later, but the gist of it is, instead of every single character on the screen, this goblin, myself, we all have our own timers. And that can be a lot of timers on the screen. So here you can see some of the timings that are going on. This character has two different things that are calculated based on that timer. And if you have like 3, 4, 8, 16, whatever the amount, right? Every single additional timer causes additional controls to be made on the screen, causes additional calculations to be done. So that has a performance impact. The most recent version gets around that by having only 2 timers across the entire app. And I'll go more into it later. But that's the biggest changes between those 3 versions. The amount of timers, the complexity, the performance impact. Okay, so let me pause right now before I get into topic number 1, which is, how do I generate these tiles? I want to give a shout out to some others who are on the call here. I see a chat from Alan. Great shirt, Mr. Dang. This is a shirt that I got from Alan Chai for helping out, sharing a few words of wisdom on his hackathon, his Power Hackathon at his company. He had over 1,500 people join the hackathon to solve problems. Take 2 days off, stop everything that you're doing, all those inefficiencies, those processes that you've been complaining about, do something about it at that time. So he gave me a nice little shirt here. It's got a collect statement, collect to this collection called Innovate, to the learn column, add these skills, maximize the value, and then I've been wanting to do this, publish. I also have a little pin here from my favorite podcast, the Up Podcast. It's a podcast about what's new, what's up and coming with Power Platform, but at the same time, it's got real life things. This is where I get my Netflix recommendations. It's a podcast by Lisa Crosby and Megan Walker, and it's very entertaining for me. It's what I listen to while I'm making apps. Always either listen to music, listen to podcasts, listen to videos in the background, or listen to nothing. It's nice just to have silence and my headphones on. All right, let's get into topic number 1 then. Okay, so I'll start with how do you generate this set of tiles on the map? And before I get into that, I want to show you a document that has a really good explanation that I just can't do as good an explanation. So let me copy paste this into the chat window here. I love this a lot. So if you'd like to see more videos, please like and subscribe.